Have you ever been in a situation whereby you were so much hoping for something to happen and that thing didn't happen? I have been in that situation before many, many, many times until I discovered in the Bible that there is a way to snap out of that and to avoid it himself. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what you should avoid when praying to God or asking God for something. Now let's get right into the video. I'm going to be focusing on the story of Jesus where he healed the daughter of a synagogue teacher. In Mark chapter 5, verse 36, it says that overhearing what they said, Jesus told him, "Don't be afraid, just believe." Now, this Mark chapter 5 story comes from when a synagogue teacher approached Jesus, in the midst of the crowd there. He told Jesus that his daughter was sick and was about to die. When Jesus was going on his way to his house to heal his daughter, along the line, a woman that had issue of blood also approached Jesus and touched his cloak. And to cut the long story short, you know what happened with that story. Where Jesus just finished talking with the woman that had issue of blood, someone came from the house of the synagogue teacher and told him that his daughter is dead. And that verse 5, it says that overhearing what they said, Jesus told him, "Don't be afraid, just believe." When I read that particular verse, what came to my mind immediately was this. I think number one thing that we all need to avoid, that I've been putting into practice in my life since I learned this, was that I should always eliminate fear. What people say externally and what comes in from your inside, that is the words of fear, needs to be totally avoided and eradicated. People will always say what they believe to be true, but what is true depends on what you say is true. If you are believing God for something, this is what you should always take away. Number one is fear. Take away fear from your mind and just believe that everything you ask for, you are going to get it. The number two mistake that you need to avoid is this. Mark 5:39-40. The child is not dead, but asleep. Verse 40. But they laughed at him. Now pay attention to that word, but they laughed at him. This is Jesus talking here. When he got to the house of the synagogue teacher, the people that were there crying and wailing that, the child is dead and all that. Just when Jesus made that statement that, the child is not dead, the child is only sleeping, they laughed at him. Why did they laugh at him? They laughed at him because of their unbelief. During that time, it was the people that laughed at Jesus. But these days, what I've noticed right now, even myself personally, sometimes an imagination comes to your mind or a thought comes to your mind. Or let me use the word, an unbelievable thing comes to your mind, something you think that, okay, I'm going to achieve this thing in 6 months' time. And the thought of achieving it in less than 30 days comes to your mind. Then the first thing that you do at that moment is you laugh at yourself that, how am I going to achieve this? How is that possible? But I'm here to tell you today that it is possible. Anything that you set your mind to achieve. Let's assume you are praying to God for a miracle, maybe financial miracle or miracle of having a child or anything like that. And against all odds, when that thought comes to your mind, what you should do is to accept it, that yes, it is going to happen. Stop laughing at yourself when a miracle thought comes to your mind. That how is this possible? How is it going to happen? Yes, it is very much possible and it is going to happen if you believe that it is going to happen. And number three things that you need to also avoid is this. You need to avoid announcements. When you are believing God for it, you are only to believe God for that thing. Stop announcing it. Even after the miracle has happened, you don't need to announce it to anybody. If you want to give thanks to God, you can say it publicly. Oh, God did something wonderful in my life, and I'm so grateful to God for it. You don't have to be doing announcements on it. I got this from verse 43 of Mark chapter 5. It says, He gave strict orders not to let anyone know about this. Now, this is Jesus' words here. Jesus told the parents of the child and his disciples, don't tell anyone about what had just happened, how this girl got raised from the dead. And I see that many of us, we make this same mistake. We are too quick to be making an announcement of something. Before something happened, we would just be saying, oh, I'm wishing this could happen. I'm wishing this to happen. What I'm also going to tell you is this: stop wishing and start believing. And the kind of belief I'm telling you about is anything you are asking God for, always believe that you already have it when you ask God for it. Don't forget the words of Jesus. Anything you ask for and believe in God for it, just believe that it is already yours and it will be yours. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.